first quarter. Great scoring through one. It's the Bulls. They're up by 7. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Arthur. Will Barton is out there with Jameer Nelson. And there's Hickson, and it's Nurkic in at the 5.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback. J.J. Hickson, an absolute beast on the boards, actually waived by the Kings back in 2012. Started 80 games the following season in Portland before signing a 3-year deal going into last year with the Denver Nuggets.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, Kirk Heinrich signing a deal to stay in Chicago. He said, I grew up a Bull in this league and will always think of myself as a Chicago Bull. Guys, his scrappy game is very much appreciated. As Taj Gibson has said, he's one of the toughest guys I know. He doesn't shy away from anything. He's one of those dog kind of players. Back to you.
A great fit in their defensive system. Heinrich accepts the challenge every single night, Doris. Thank you. Here's Barton. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State. Well, Clark, you talk about Hickson. He started at center for the Blazers 2 seasons ago.
You know, he's 6'9", a little undersized for that position, but he's physical enough to throw his weight around with anybody. Not a big-time shot blocker or defender, but his activity and his offensive ability make him a force in the middle. Doug McDermott was a high school teammate of Harrison Barnes back in Ames, Iowa. They helped the team win 53 straight games and back-to-back state titles. At the time, Barnes was seen as the surefire NBA prospect, but McDermott became a superstar in his own right, playing for his dad at Creighton.
Some changes for Chicago. Butler, he's checked in for Rose. And it's Heinrich in for Brooks. Fareed setting the pick for Lawson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Doug McDermott ended up playing for his father. Creighton's dad didn't take it easy on him either. And, you know, do you think that Clark prepares him for playing under a demanding coach like Tom Thibodeau?
Without question, Kevin. I mean, you play for a demanding coach in college, and it prepares you for what you're going to face in a coach like Tom Thibodeau, who holds his guys to a high standard of accountability, demands an awful lot out of them in practice and in games. So I think Doug McDermott will be well prepared for what is going to be required as a member of the Bulls.
The shot's good from Fareed.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum.
Here's Butler. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Chicago, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
At the line for the Bulls,
And so Butler nails both of them.
You know, as we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has improved. It's gotten more aggressive, more physical.
It sure seems like it has. They spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Here's Heinrich. Drains it from 17 feet out. Heinrich's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Chandler with the screen on Heinrich. Screen by Fareed. Back to Lawson. And Voigt kicks to Lawson. Pulls it from the elbow. Here's Fareed. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fareed's got 6 here in this quarter.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Rose, he's checked in for Chicago. And with this chance, we can show you the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Those are the season's top shot blocking teams. Number 5, the Bulls.
And I think a lot of it has to do with their defensive schemes, guys, because they rotate beautifully, and somebody is always there to protect the basket.
McDermott with the double team.
jump ball.
Denver with the ball. Kicks to Gallinari. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Lawson kicks to Fareed. Foy with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Foy dishes to Gallinari. Just 5 on the clock. From the baseline. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Rose can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 8.
Derrick Rose, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, now playing for his hometown Bulls. He even became a partner and endorser for Chicago's top deep dish pizza chain. He does represent this town.
2 minutes.
Chandler, no good. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Nuggets have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. To the left wing. Gallinari passes to Chandler. Back to Gallinari. And Foy kicks to Lawson. Rose with the rebound. Rose has got 5 rebounds tonight. You talk about Derrick Rose's culinary interest. He's looked to change his diet for the better.
Yeah, he needed to, Kevin, because, you know, he was a big fan of candy when he came into the league. It was kind of his vice. He said he would eat up to 2 pounds of candy in one sitting. I mean, that's just crazy. But he's hired a personal chef. He's eating better. He's taking care of his body. And it's important, obviously, as you get older and you're dealing with injuries. Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
The Nuggets trail by 10. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense is basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Denver calls timeout. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. That kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. Saul comes in for Dunleavy. Butler, he's checked in for McDermott. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Pass to Gallinari. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gallinari's got 4 points in the quarter.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. And Lawson, here we go. Gasol with the puck. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. A different look for Denver. Arthur comes in for Gallinari. And Nelson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Chicago leads by 10. Heinrich from outside. And the rebound by Nurkic. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Hickson. That's short off the rim. Now here's Butler. Three-pointer, Heinrich. Shot is no good. And that concludes the first half.